So what we're going to do today is we're going to be removing this lower panel and this side panel back as far as this radiator nut. I'm going to try and leave this panel in place. I think I can probably rescue this part if I'm careful. The vertical support I'm probably just going to cut away and replace because it's dirt cheap and it's frankly not worth my time to try and work around that while I'm pulling this out. So let's get started. Here we are cutting away the bulk of the section that needs replacing with cut-off wheel and grinder. I'm leaving myself at least 1/4 of an inch to the final cut line so I can come back later with smaller tools and get a cleaner and more accurate final cut. Now I'm coming in with the die grinder with a 1/32 thick cutoff wheel to trim off the excess metal around the hood support panel. Just using a die grinder with a carbide burr to just peck away at the other side of the spot weld so that I can run the seam buster through to pop the rest of the panel off without damaging the hood brace panel. Using the seam buster here to remove some of the other sections of the panel that were left behind in the original cut. So many spot welds. Now we're just measuring and checking its level with the other side of the car. So we've got our new panel on there. It's been finish welded. This has been a lap joint all the way top to bottom here. Here I plug welded as well as welded the edge. And then at the top we did a butt weld, just because that's the only part that you're going to be able to see. The rest Because of the seam sealer on the other side, you won't really be able to tell that it's there. So as long as the top looks good, we're fine. I'll give you a look from the other side here. So you can see the seam sealer's on there. It's not the nicest seam sealer job I've done, but it'll work. I can sand it down a little bit later and do a nicer job. But yeah, that's how you replace that panel. And you can see down here the original flange that kind of acted as a guide at the bottom. Yes, there's a little bit of a rust hole there. We'll be fixing that later. It was easier than trying to straighten this whole panel out. And then you can see along here, and it's the same on the other side, but someone cut somewhere they weren't supposed to and tried to weld it. It turned out really nasty. That's just how it goes. But that's nice and solid. But that's all for now, so we'll see you later, and thanks for watching.